So what needs to happen for the Dolphins? They need a win and Denver needs to lose. Is that it? Or is there another thing?
Let me check. It. Tua may not play against the Jets. That's unfortunate.
It's the Jets though, so you'd probably still win.
Yeah. Got a 28% chance to make the playoffs now, and that's relevant because it was 3% a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, not bad. Wish I had 28% right now.
The only thing we need is to beat the Jets and the Chiefs beat the Broncos. Not only are the Broncos dog and the Chiefs are amazing, they'll probably sit Mahomes, but then again, they may not. But the Broncos haven't beat the Chiefs in Kansas City in quite some time.
Right.
Something up? Well, really?
Yeah, because the Broncos beat the Chiefs last season, but it was in Denver.
Right. Hardly anybody ever beats Kansas City in Kansas City.
The last time they beat the Chiefs in Kansas City was 2015. That's the year that the Broncos won the Bourbon Bowl. Literally, the only time they were beating the Chiefs was when they had Peyton Manning on the team. So it's extremely likely, especially since even if they sit Mahomes is not the reason that the Chiefs are good right now. Extremely likely that the Broncos lose that game. What we have to do is just beat the Jets. So our destiny's in our own hands at least. Because if the Broncos somehow beat the Chiefs, it would be an astonishing upset.
Nikki Haley got 630 votes for president in Washington, D.C. as a write-in.
Wow.
Mitt Romney got 174.
Wait, just this last election?
Yes.
How the fuck did he even get that many? What the hell?
A lot of write-ins.
Wow.
There were
That's just
545.
bonkers.
There were 545 write-ins for variation of Gaza or Palestine.
It's pretty funny.
There was a write-in for Matthew Broderick's character in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Abe Froman.
Oh my.
Well, where the...
What now? All right then. Let's go.
Oh, are you fucking kidding? Ugh, you hate to see.
Six Flags, I would say that since it looks like we won the argument, you should be more optimistic about this second term based on the last week, but only time will tell.
All right then. Where to?
Yeah, keep in mind, a lot of people are dooming and blackpilling, saying, "Oh my God, Trump sided with Elon. We're going to get the H-1B visas," and they're quoting an interview that Trump made back in April. And the reason that this is relevant is because the people spreading that shit are the mainstream media, which are all controlled by the Democrats, and they're trying to foment dissent and disarray. We're still at war here. Now, Elon showed that he's a big retard and he's just a useful idiot right now. Thanks for the money, dipshit, but you're not in charge. So maintain that attitude. But the question is just whether or not you trust Trump. If you do, then don't worry. And if you don't, then I guess you can side with the Groypers and keep your fingers crossed that crazy Mexicans will somehow usher in the Fourth Reich.
You did it! Whoa. Mm.
Well met. Indeed.
There are also write-in votes for James Polk, Calvin Coolidge, Franklin Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan.
See, I truly cannot understand that. I know that the mindset is writing in a vote is just a waste of a vote anyway. So if it's a protest vote, then it's a symbolic gesture, meaning that who you write in doesn't matter. But like, I think that's a retarded mindset, because otherwise, why would you even vote? If you're going to vote, you should vote for someone who you actually want to be in charge. So if you're going to write in somebody's in it, because I wrote in, I did a write-in vote before. In 2012, I wrote in Ron Paul because I thought that he got fucked over by the establishment in the primaries, which is exactly what happened. And then, because fate is delicious with irony, Trump won without a contested convention by the same rule change that they made in 2012 to stop Ron Paul from being able to make a contested convention so that they could make sure that Mitt Romney won. But I actually voted for Ron Paul because I'm all like, yes, I know that he's not going to win. Obviously, I know that I'm wasting my vote. However, I am voting for someone I would actually want to see win. Because if I was just going to write in underdog, I wouldn't have gone to vote in the first place. What the hell's the point?
Wisdom.
So, voting for somebody who's dead or writing in Optimus Prime, that's just retarded. Like, writing in Kanye would be a better decision because he's at least someone who's eligible. That's just how I feel about it. What do you think, Joker?
I've never done a write-in, and I doubt I ever will, because I do believe in harm reduction. But I don't think I would ever write in a joke candidate for president. I have written in joke candidates for down ballot races when there's only one person running for the race uncontested. Then I always write in a joke candidate because I think that an uncontested race is a joke in and of itself.
I can agree with that.
Like, I think I sent you the
when you
picture of
write
my
in
ballot
firm and supreme.
That had...
you may have, but I can't remember.
I voted for Misato, Shinji, and Asuka in 3 local races for, like, judiciary positions because they were uncontested.
Yeah.
That can only be Jin.
What? We can
make short work of them.
You people! Why are you here?
We could ask you the same thing. Why'd you steal Nereus's relic?
I had no other choice.
I don't know if that's ever come up, Scarecrow, a write-in candidate winning. So I'm not sure.
They didn't kill me. I thought
The thing is, for president, at least, you have to file paperwork to receive votes. So if you voted for Mitt Romney in the most recent election,
bound to be valuable.
and they see your vote for Mitt Romney, they would just throw it out because Mitt Romney didn't file paperwork to run for president in 2024.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's been some kind of a rule change to make that happen or not, but in the past, write-in candidates have won states before. However, an actual election being won by write-in candidates has happened not at the presidential level. At other levels, yes.
Time to teach this little people a lesson.
Fortifying.
Thank you.
So, like, you could have written in Jill Stein in DC and it wouldn't have counted because Jill Stein did not qualify to make the ballot. Now, that's at the presidential level, of course.
Won't hold back. Flare. I can take this. Damn it. I call the lightning.
The weak point. Keep it up.
You give me no choice.
Damn.
As the point of a sword.
Hold yourself together.
I mean, they'd only be tracking it for fun, though, Austin, so I can understand why they don't want to waste time actually counting how many people voted for Bill Clinton. I get it.
Come on.
It'd be funny.
Captain, they
Face
slowed
me.
you down.
This should suffice.
Thanks. Helpful as ever.
Unobliged.
Light. No holding back. The power of lightning.
With blade in hand. Pierce through them.
Take this. Come on.
Audacity. So heavy.
Stroll, your speed's down.
Fortifying.
I knew you'd help. Well, thanks. Trust me. You better be sure. Lend me your strength. Not the Vitus power. Wind. Your sweetness. I shall vanquish evil. I call the blow. Damn it! This isn't good. What can I do?
Badly wounded. If anyone heals him,
Take this. The curse will kill me. Bring it.
Stroll can't take any more.
Dark
Someone
Knight.
heal him.
I'll run you through.
Let's clean up this mess.
If he attacks, he's getting hurt too.
Tis best used.
I helped. Come
Hyacinth,
forth,
they
royal
cut your
soul.
speed, so be
With
careful.
healing power. Helpful as ever.
Unobliged.
Quite a boon.
No holding back! The power of lightning!
Here's your weak point. Keep it up, Strong.
Dark Knight, join with me. Let justice prevail.
I mean, Obama's a smoker, Austin, so he might not live super long.
God, here's hoping. And I mean, you and I both know that it wouldn't be lung cancer that gets him, it would be AIDS.
And I feel like, I don't know, at the end of the day, what really determines this stuff is how long you continue to give yourself stuff to do. I really hope the Dolphins do what I was talking about and just drop everybody, like 11 defensive backs into coverage in the end zone on every goal line snap. So that way Rodgers can't throw his 500th touchdown pass.
As the point of a sword.
This isn't good!
Imagine if every single player that just had 5 safeties.
This! The curse will kill me. Here they come.
Okay, I need to change my party makeup, I think. So I am actually going to exit out and go back in. I need to change my party makeup. Yeah, Austin, how do you not know that? I'm shocked you don't know that. Yeah, Obama's a smoker.
He's young.
I don't think he ever quit. I don't think he's, like, stopped.
What now?
Ultimate.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right? I'm counting on you. Of course.
And my dad was talking to me. He was like, hey, maybe you could try to find a job in IT or something, and get that degree working for you. And I know he means well, because, he wasn't being sarcastic. He was being genuine.
Really?
But I was just like, Dad,
I found new power.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Did you tell him to change the family name to Dumfkat?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right then.
Let's go. Okay, what's the plan?
Now then.
Not on my watch. It's your call.
Great.
What now?
You did it!
What now? New skills, new possibilities. I found new power.
Whatever, man.
There's the Twitter account Pedro L. Gonzalez,
Mm-hmm.
who is allegedly right-wing. He made a ton of blackpilling posts about how Kamala was going to win in late July, early August.
Right.
Because, you know, he completely bought into the, oh my god, she's brat. The Zoomers on TikTok. Oh my god, she's totally going to win, guys. So a lot of people been sharing that. But it's like,
Right.
okay. Elon learned his lesson. Let's glom onto this guy now. It's amazing reading the post.
Well, I mean, if you listen to the wrong people, it's pretty easy to be led astray.
For real.
So, you know, I try to not blame people for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, you're at the mercy of the people who feed you information. What else are you going to do?
All right.
I love it.
Yeah. Not only that, but there's a lot of these comments that people are leaving on Pedro's posts where they're pro Kamala. But then they have, you know, like the palm tree emoji and the coconut emoji
Mm-hmm.
in their username.
Mm-hmm.
But then you click on their account and they haven't posted since October.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, gee whiz, how about that? Who could have imagined? So many of those Kamala supporters were just paid employees.
Mm-hmm. Hope it was worth it. I mean, the answer
Now
is
she
it
ended up in
wasn't.
so much debt. Yeah, I've said it before, and I'll say it many more times. I think that all immigration should be completely stopped with one exception. The only immigrants that we should let into this country are fertile, birthing age women who come to the country wanting to start a family with an American citizen male. And if they're in the country and they do not become pregnant, or at the very least get married to a guy within 2 years, then they're gone. And if they get divorced at any point for any reason, they and any children that they have, they're gone too.
Well met.
Because it's like, look, you know, everybody's struggling already, trying to get jobs. We don't need to compete with immigrant men for these jobs. And, you know, all comments about race mixing and everything else aside, if you're going to sit there and talk so much about the birth rate is low, why would you import already created families to just destroy and dilute the culture here? You know, like, imagine bringing in a ton of Ukrainian women, considering the war that's going on. But we know why that wouldn't happen, is because all of a sudden, all of these immigrant-supporting women across the country that vote Democrat would form SS extermination squads overnight.
It's not a bad idea.
I'll shoot. I'm all prepared. Let's go. Fire! Now I call upon royal power within. Burn to ash!
With blade in hand. Burn.
I seriously doubt Joe Biden's going to live more than another year or so, Austin. I mean, his purpose in life is now over. He's not going to have anything to do but sit around.
Unless he becomes consumed with a furious desire for revenge against the Democrat Party for forcing him to drop out,
You think yourself equal to a Eugif's agility?
then yeah, he really doesn't have anything to go on for. I would 100% believe that, I wouldn't say within a year. I think that's being too optimistic, because we do hate him and we want him to go.
Face me!
But, I would say certainly before, Trump's term has finished.
Hellfire!
I will elemental master. Burn. I shall vanquish evil. The power of fire.
Oh, mystic fire!
Ah, that's a lot of slave.
You leave me no swing and a miss.
Finesse. Beautiful.
Plenty of robots for my slave colony.
Get him back on his feet.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm playing as the Dark Elves, and their economy is fully based around slavery. They literally they're the strongest naval power in the Warhammer world because they almost invented naval warfare just so that they could capture slaves, on raiding coasts.
This should work.
So because of that, they have extremely wealthy trading ports, very strong ships. It's a really lovely gameplay feature, but yeah, I've got a humongous amount of slaves. Make my economy better, but they bring public order down. So then I have to have the slaves fighting gladiator arenas to appease the populace. Because they all lost their job, because the slaves are doing all the job. Uh-oh.
Really makes one think, does it not?
Exactly.
There!
That helped. My thanks.
Quite a boon.
You
Now
give me
accept
no
your
choice.
Oh my god.
Some darker arts.
Elemental master. Roar.
You hit their weakness.
Now I call upon royal power within.
100%.
Keep it up,
You
Blade in hand.
absolute clog.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Cut them right in
You
their
give
weak
me
spot.
no.
Yeah, he's only got to make it, what, 3 more weeks? I imagine he'll make it 3 more weeks. I mean, come on.
I was saving
Yeah,
this.
for real.
Oh, yeah, so... Check this out.
Alright, just a second. Ooh. That's amazing.
As
I
recent...
love all the people. I love all the people who thought that he was going to die before the election.
Mhm.
And then there's a huge spike in November because people thought he was going to die the day after the election.
Mhm.
And then he made it all the way to the end of the year. And then,
So you could have gotten 50 to 1 odds 2 days ago on Jimmy Carter dying. You could have made 50 to 1.
man, that's insane. Insanely hilarious. You'll love to see it.
I can just imagine one of his hospice nurses, like, betting on this website, trying to drive the odds down as far as she can. And then she places a
Jesus.
giant bet, like, 30 seconds before she injects the... What do they call that stuff you inject into, like, a dog when you're putting it down? Strychnine or strychnine or something. Strychnine.
That is strychnine.
Strychnine, thank you.
Highly toxic, odorless, bitter crystalline powder that can be fatal to humans and animals. Often used for, like you said, putting down animals.
Uh-huh.
The lightning.
I shall fight just the noble I am.
Captain.
Also commonly used in rat poison.
Uh-huh.
Not that they're injecting our pets with rat poison when you go to put them down. They use a strychnine derivative. It's
I'm obliged.
that's horrifying.
Thanks.
You
justice
have
prevail.
Fast
Got them right in their weak spot.
How did it come to this?
A
This
bar-
should work.
A barbiturate anesthetic like sodium pentobarbital causes the animal to lose consciousness and die without causing pain, anxiety, or distress. Oh, little sweeties.
For all that we strive for! Oh, bolts of lightning!
Let me see here.
Rancor. Formidable indeed.
Oh, Socrates. Hemlock.
Beautiful sun,
They forced him to drink a tea brewed from hemlock.
won't hold back. The lightning.
I can't afford. General!
True saying. Always sprinkles many tinkles.
Be ready for anything.
We knew you'd help.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
You give me no choice.
Pierce through them!
I'll use what I must. Some darker arts.
No, stop. Let's stay calm.
Dr. Cooper, I think it's time for you to leave.
Fire!
Absolutely right.
Damn it! Damn it! This isn't good.
Who gives a damn?
Take this.
I see your game.
Beautiful dog, Tyson.
I'm like a Diet Coke with no ice, and I would like to make an announcement. Sir, you can't do that.
Oh yeah, right guy. It would be... Yeah, it would definitely be a lame duck, but it would still be lame as hell if Kamala Harris got to be president for like 2 days or something. Like, who wants that?
I do.
Power of lightning.
Because like you said yourself, lame duck, no one's gonna let her do anything extravagant that would like ruin the country. She would just be there for the sole purpose of doing the victory lap. Yay, first woman president. That's why I want it, is number one, it'll be done, and nobody can ever do it again. And number two, Hillary's reaction would be priceless.
A blunder.
She should get to pass one law by executive order repealing the 19th Amendment.
That would be hilarious. No, but, yeah, it would be utterly hysterical, and more importantly, it would erode the Democrats' reputation even more.
I'll run you through!
I can take this.
Because the first woman president would actually end up being the participation trophy president.
This isn't good.
And that's just damn funny to me.
This.
My lord.
Tyson has been charmed. Careful, everyone.
Fire.
You might do something dangerous.
Now, what's the play? Let's try this.
My thanks.
Is a dark night. Pierce through
Good.
them!
Good.
Oh, power of kings.
This isn't good.
Dude, this guy's voice sounds like the fucking
Terminator.
ketchup. No, the
Oh.
fucking ketchup packet from Smiling Friends. Or was it a ketchup packet? The guy who comes to the cashier when Charlie's trying to order the burger.
Oh right, he's taking his iconic 7 p.m. nap.
Yeah, that was a ketchup packet, right?
Yeah, it was the ketchup packet. Yeah.
Okay.
Come forth, royal soul. Burn. No. No holding back! I call the lightning! I can take this!
I'll run you through. May yet claim to
You
like.
think yourself equal to a Eugif's agility? This should work.
My thanks. This isn't good. Take this!
Look out! I feel so heavy.
Hulkenberg's been
Elemental Master!
She better hold back her attacks until it's gone.
Go on it! I can take this! Ah! The power is tougher than I thought!
A most dreadful curse. Here!
Let us click. Face me! Some dark and mandible
No,
bearing.
stop it! This isn't good! How'd you like this?
I'll figure something out.
I won't hold back! Fire! A tough one, General!
That means we all get to go free. Not exactly.
Lightning! I need to take this power!
That means we legally can all go free. No, I don't think that's what that means at all.
No!
Power of chaos.
What would happen in that scenario?
Oh man. My own doo-doo feces.
Rancor. Apologies. Would you finish
Elemental
it?
Master!
There we go.
I'm sorry. I'll return what I stolen.
There's a shop right next to Salty's called Lay Fingered Frog.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Mrs. Barclay is mad at me right now, so some stuff might come out about me, and I want you guys to know that it's all true.
Yeah. Yes, I've seen that thread. In fact, I'm liking the post in it right now. Did you see what the punchline was?
No, I haven't yet.
The punchline was that his father's Canadian.
Oh
So a
my-
lot of people posting memes about being betrayed, even as we speak.
Oh my god, it looks like fucking Mr. Metokur is going to stream New Year's Eve. So he is still alive. Unbelievable.
How about it?
Better listen up. Don't go getting any big ideas about crossing us again.
How about
You
it?
just, I don't know, skedaddle and lay low until Luis is out of the picture.
Yes. Yes, man. Will do. Skedaddling presently. Not bad, if I say so myself. Nice. I feel stronger already.
Damn. Jagmeet Singh is gonna win. You can feel it.
Excellent.
Feels like I'm making progress.
%. It's very rare you see something that definitive in politics.
Ah, you got them back! I knew you two could manage it! Most helpful. Ooh, would have been
Sir, you can't make an announcement.
These were the one to complete it.
I can do anything I want.
Dire how?
There's something I've got to tell you two. It's about what these relics really are.
So, apparently the betting odds for the new PM of Canada guy is Pierre Poilievre, 92%, Trudeau, 4%, Chrystia Freeland, 3%, and Jagmeet Singh, 3%.
Jagmeet's thing. That's just so fucking funny to me. His name is Jagmeet.
Tsar, please do not redeem.
It was nagging at me a bit, you recall? Why were the relics scattered all across the land?
There must be a reason.
Has to be, eh? I thought the same. As if someone deliberately made sure they'd be separated. You see, in the course of my tinkering, I worked out that these relics could still function as components to a greater device. The trigger mechanism is a bit like magic igniters, but without a doubt, it's something different altogether. Something utterly transcending modern technology. Based on the few clues present, and my own technical knowledge, I can only conclude it's a weapon of mass destruction, capable of destroying the world as we know it.
A weapon?
Like the King's magic, or Luis's magic. No, perhaps something even greater. It's a power that could end an entire civilization.
This little thing could do all that. Why even make something so...
Who knows? No way now of telling the creator's motives. But I think I understand how this sort of thing happens. Once you're struck with a grand enough idea, you can't help but bring it to life. As a technician, no doubt they only thought to prove their hypothesis, no matter the danger involved. Only, once it became real, they saw the horror in what they'd created. And so this was their effort to bury it, scattering it in pieces across Ukrainian leagues. Hard to say if they plan to put it back together someday, or if they just couldn't bring themselves to destroy the fruit of their labors. Say, old boy, what do you suppose we should do with this?
Let's destroy it. Right now.
Was hoping you'd say that. Truth be told, I was thinking to break it no matter what you decided. I'm grateful you gathered all the pieces for me, but now we know the truth. Wow. Not much else to be done, eh? I hope you can understand.
But how are you going to destroy it?
Couldn't be simpler, really. If we're not putting it together, you've just got to crush the central component. If I'd found this as a younger man, it wouldn't even have crossed my mind to break it. After traveling with you all, and getting to keep working on the runner, it's all been a sharp reminder of why I became an engineer. Technology's not a selfish pursuit. It's something you use to make other people's lives better, happier. That's how I managed to make this gauntlet runner fly. So thank you.
We're the ones who should be grateful. Thank you.
It's nice to be appreciated. If I'm to drive the runner for anyone, I'm glad it was you, chums. So, in that
Pretty good.
vein, let me pledge my support anew, what?
All right, we are maxing
The
out
free-hearted engineer,
with Nuras.
keeper and heritor of the gunner's virtues.
Be right back, guys. Okay, I am back.
Nice.
So, not knowing very much about how 100-year-old person's brain would work, do you think he had any ability to, like, cognitively understand that Trump had won and what that meant? Or do you think everything was just one year out the other at that point and nothing really meant anything to him?
I have to assume that nothing really meant anything to him because of one simple thing. For years, the only thing that we've been hearing about Jimmy Carter has been from his family. We haven't heard a single thing from him. At the very least, we get proof of life and like actual attempts at communicating with people from like Joe Biden,
Mm-hmm.
who is at least is gone. But the last time we had people promising us really hard that that person was alive, but we never heard anything from them personally, was Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And they held on as long as they could trying to pretend that she wasn't fucking dead. You know, like she made a so-called public appearance, but she was like asleep the entire time or some shit.
You referred to
And people
Lindsey
like
Graham as a female. You referred to
right,
Lindsey Graham as like an example of great female political leadership in America.
right. So like, given all this shit, I'm sitting here like, you know, he was probably dead for a long time, and they were just trying to keep it quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were hoping that, you know, that if Kamala won, then they could keep the meme that he was still alive until like a couple of days after Inauguration Day. And then there's, oh, it's a bittersweet feeling. However, we know that he lasted long enough to see his dream come true. Well, crap.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think he was cognizant of anything for at least the last several years. Especially when they actually did do a fucking public appearance with him, and like he just like it. It reminded me of. Do you remember Terry Schiavo,
Yes.
the nationwide
Oh, yes.
conversation over? Yeah, that's who it reminded me of. Legit, somebody who's still alive but functionally brain dead.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, holy crap! Like, put him out of his misery. Because I'm sitting there like, you know what? If I could live to be 100 years old, it sounds like it'd be neat. But if the reality is anything like that, dude, put me down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it'll be like in Star Trek when the average lifespan's about 160, probably.
Yeah.
Did they ever put a number on that, like what the average lifespan was during the era of Star Trek?
Let me see here. By the mid 24th century, which is when Next Generation is taking place, the average life expectancy is 120 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
In the first season of the Next Generation, they have a 137-year-old Dr. Leonard McCoy, who's making the rounds of the Enterprise D, and he was still mentally all there. He was just in a wheelchair, or you know, the Star Trek equivalent. Probably in the Next Generation Star Trek canon, 120 would be like the equivalent of your 60s now, or maybe your 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. He wasn't even in a wheelchair. He was just straight up walking under his own power at 137. Look at this.
Not bad. Could use a facelift, maybe.
Without even watching the short.
Thank you.
Look at that title.
If that's the case.
Oh boy.
Listen to me.
Okay, actually watch it because it's a pretty good one.
I'm streaming right now. I'll check it out later.
Well, yeah, but when you get the chance, it's pretty good.
The rehabilitation of Jimmy Carter's image after his presidency really is something else, man.
Well, yeah, they wanted to continue to portray him as some good folksy guy, and that's how he croaks. And now you got a ton of people. Oh, he was such a good guy, and it's all like there are so many people commenting whose fucking parents weren't even born by the time this guy left office.
Mm-hmm.
He was literally so bad that he made an actor win in a landslide.
However,
It was so bad that he absolutely obliterated his party
How dreadful.
what have you done?
for 12 fucking years.
Yeah, pretty bad. And people forget that now.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the only reason that Bill Clinton even won in the 90s was because Ross Perot ran twice. If he didn't split the ticket, the Republicans win both times. Jimmy Carter was so bad, he almost made sure that the entire rest of the 20th century would see his party out of the White House.
And look how much Democrats had to moderate on immigration to get back in the White House, even then.
Fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah, I 100% agree with this. This guy Gary makes a tweet. He said, a hypothetical, completely average American male should be able to afford to buy a house, start a family, and retire someday. Not a mansion, not 20 kids, but something to give him a sense of purpose and a stake in the future. I heavily agree with that because that's what everyone has gotten to have for like the entirety of human history. Here I am, I'm a thoroughly average guy, working thoroughly average jobs. I can't even get out of my fucking parents' house, let alone start a family. And God, I'm 33. There's no shot I'm ever going to retire.
You devil.
Just makes me depressed as hell.
Yeah, you can go spend your final years in one of those assisted living homes off of your Social Security. It's not so bad.
Wait. Is Biden hold on. Fucking Al Gore's in the one category. Come on. Obama's Southern Hemisphere. Oh my God. Is Joe Biden from the South? Let's see this. Born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, moved with his family in Delaware in 1953, which was when he was 11.
Yeah, but neither's in the South.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, hilarious meme image and everything, I get it, but what? Oh, man.
I guess he
They should have
portrays
just
the
adopted
image of
Obama.
Mm-hmm. Remember,
Oh, it gets even better. This guy has the blue sky social thing in his fucking... This has to be a parody account.
yeah, I would imagine so. For some reason, I thought Hillary was born in Arkansas, but I'm thinking of fucking Bill.
Understood? Oh,
Oh my.
you're here. Why?
Hillary was born in Chicago. Oh, yeah, I know. For some reason, I keep thinking she was born in Arkansas, but she wasn't.
She was a carpetbagger, but people people don't get on her for that because she was Bill Clinton's wife and Bill was from Arkansas. But that's the thing, though, is that they moved to New York so that she could become the senator after she had JFK Jr. killed. And it's like, this lady is she's just running around.
Well, Rudy Giuliani would have won that seat if he didn't have to drop out because of medical issues. Like, he was the most popular man in the state. And he definitely would have been able to win that seat at the time. So, she needed a lot to go her way.
Remember your vow. You gave me a reason to live. I thank you, truly. Now then.
Should I start replying to every comment on my videos that's talking about how much Gino sucks with the Misato copy pasta?
You had me reply to all the comments on your videos. Everything else just made it better. You really should reply to every comment. Just make it as stupid as possible.
Yeah,
It'd be really funny.
no, I was saying with the Misato copy pasta.
Days remain.
That's what I was proposing.
Try not to die.
Oh, wait, on your YouTube channel. Okay, that I don't know if that would actually negatively impact your income.
What am I supposed to do?
I think it would be like half and half. I think half the people would appreciate it and half the people would be disgusted by it.
Smash it all to bits.
Well, then you know what you gotta do.
Smash it all to bits.
Wow.
Man, meth streams is gone.
What?
Meth streams has been taken down.
Meth streams?
Yeah, that was like the most well-regarded illegal streaming site for sports.
Oh, methstreams.com crack streams. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah,
Rip.
everybody's freaking out.
Wow.
Rip.
I didn't know.
Thank you.
Because yeah, I don't watch full broadcast anymore at all. I just watch the highlights because the full broadcasts
Smash it all to bits.
between the commercials and all the weird race crap just constantly nonstop, I can't handle it, man.
Right. I hear you.
I just hop on YouTube with the ad block on, call it a day.
Well.
me too.
All right then. Go.
Everyone is here.
Now then.
Which one? Let's see. Which one? Right. Let's see. This what?
We'll face.
That was incredible.
Oh, that's
Here's where we are now. Let's see.
Hold on.
That's what. It's your call. Let's move.
Get that N-word off the field and put in a real QB.
Weather is dreadful. This weather is dreadful. This weather is
So apparently Jason Momoa has been cast in the new DCEU, but not as Aquaman.
This weather is dreadful.
He has been cast as Lobo.
I think that would work better with who he is as a person. Like, he would have more fun.
Mhm.
All right then.
You aware of Lobo at all?
Not really, no.
Alright, I'll send you a YouTube video to watch. But the short version is that Lobo is essentially an immortal / invulnerable. Not really, but in the comic book sense of like he's stupidly hard to kill.
What are you
So
talking
knowing that, he kind of just does whatever the fuck he wants.
Brandon.
So he's an intergalactic bounty hunter that flies around space on a motorcycle that it doesn't have wheels, instead it's just a rocket engine.
Mhm.
Do you know Lemmy from Motorhead?
Take a moment to
Oh,
prepare.
okay. Sure.
That, except he's not British. And
All right.
he's very foul-mouthed. He's typically a comedy character, but he's also, you know, like a super badass character. He refers to himself in the third person, and he often calls himself the main man. So I'll send you some Lobo stuff. A galactic bounty hunter, right?
Mhm.
And he does that just because he likes violence.
Mhm. So it seems like a very James Gunn-like character.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And given who Jason Momoa is as a person, it fits pretty well in terms of what he'd want to do. He's not an Aquaman kind of guy. He's more of a Lobo kind of guy. That makes sense.
The first Aquaman was okay, I guess.
Just between.
Got it.
If Louise wins the crown, what will become of
Now.
us?
New skills, new possibilities.
Mhm.
He's not necessarily a Superman villain, although he first shows up as being an antagonist because since Superman's the last Kryptonian, people send Lobo after him because he's a super great intergalactic bounty hunter. So he shows up and he's all like, somebody paid the main man a bunch of money to haul you in. And then Superman kicks the crap out of him, but Lobo's like super hard to kill and invulnerable and shit, and he's super strong himself. They just smack each other a lot.
So, what should we do?
And because he's foul-mouthed, you know, he got really popular with comic book fans, so they decided to turn him into an anti-hero. So he's kind of like DC's Wolverine.
I think we have a favor to do there.
Let us avoid risk.
It's your call.
Okay.
Let's be off.
What's your opinion of Bizarro as a DC villain?
I think he's often used by very lazy writers, which probably hurts his reputation a lot. I think he's best if used extremely sparingly, because the entire concept is just something that works perfectly for lazy writers, but is extremely hard to pull off in a way that is actually entertaining for, you know, somebody who's got even a scrap of talent to put something together.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole idea is you're from opposite world. Like, that's just... tailor-made for lazy writing.
Sam.
Jesus.
Yeah? Yeah.
Man getting hit in crotch with football.
You know what really made me laugh like a ton when God of War Ragnarok came out?
What?
You had all these people constantly saying, "Oh, it's so cute that Atreus and Angrboda are together." And, you know, like, that's just all they're saying, but remembering, of course, that that's the race-mixed interracial couple.
Right.
But if you ever left a comment on any of these videos like, "Oh man, I thought his chemistry with Thrud was better," you know, anytime you'd be like, "Yeah, you should have gotten with Thrud instead," everyone's like, "Oh my god, Thrud's like 14, you sick fuck." And I'm all like, "So's Angrboda, dipshit."
Yeah.
Like, they're all fucking teenagers.
Yeah, this
But
is
you're
an
the
anime.
one who... Right, exactly. But you're the one who's out here saying this ridiculous shit because you... It's perfectly okay and understandable to defend race mixing, but the moment you say anything else, that's when it's a bridge too far. And that's just complete bullshit.
Really?
Just a sec. Oh, right.
See, I like what this lady is saying, to be honest. She says, yes, the cashier at Target should be able to afford rent, groceries, and bills with their paycheck alone. That's what jobs are for.
Uh-huh.
But see, I envision different things, you know? If you're a cashier at Target, you should be able to afford a crummy little apartment and be able to be alive. You know, you can pay your bills, you can get food, you know, but you're living a low-budget life. That's fine, that makes sense. Nobody's saying the cashier at Target should be a homeowner. But if you have a better job, you should be able to buy a house. If you have a better job, you should be able to get a really nice car instead of just an absolute piece of shit. So when you have a really decent job and you can't get any of that crap, it really bugs the shit out of me. That was another reason I sat there and quit. I'm all like, oh my god, I'm struggling, I can't get a fucking thing done. What the hell is the point? Why am I working this hard? I'm literally breaking my back for nothing.
That's why you take up gambling.
Evidently. That's why I use BetUS. Right today. Do you subscribe? I don't know how to show this properly.
Well, you register an account.
Register an account today.
Me and Del didn't live well.
Oh yeah, and my thoughts on the fight where that dumbass retard on the Rockets decided to throw Tyler Hero because he was mad that he got fucking butt blasted.
But
I really don't understand all these subhuman fucking retards on Twitter and other places who are like, oh man, Tyler Hero's a punk, look at him, he just got thrown.
sorry.
And it's like, really? And then you're just gonna shit on him for not fighting back? It's like, well, of course he didn't fight back. The guy, you know, he did the judo equivalent of a sucker punch.
I mean, if Shaq
And
really
then
wanted to, he could have thrown Michael Jordan across the court. That doesn't really mean anything.
Right! Tyler Hero got up instantly, and by the time he got up, like, Amen Thompson was already on the ground being stomped on by multiple Heat players, and, you know, like, every ref and coach is already in the middle of the shit.
Right.
I'm sitting there like, okay, this is why we need to bring enforcers back, because how this really should have gone is if you decide to do that shit, especially when Tyler Hero... Jimmy's hurt, and this is the worst season of Bam's career. He literally got paid, and he just doesn't give a shit anymore. He's done. I really believe that at this point, I thought that Pat was going to be reloading for 2026 with that great free agency class. And I think Pat, that was his intention. But the franchise, it really feels like they've given up. Like, these guys just don't fucking care anymore. You know, Bam got paid, and he's done. Jimmy's trying like hell to get paid, but he also wants to win, but more than likely he's not going to get the extension he's looking for, so he'll probably just leave and then sign the biggest deal that he can with the most likely team to win a championship with.
Let's go.
And that's fine. But then, you know, we're stuck with Hero, but he's the man now, and like he's actually playing half decent, but this is every year. He plays well in the first half of the season, and then he starts cooling off, and then by the time we get to the playoffs, he's literally the reason that we lose games. He's just going to be the only guy who's even trying to score now, which is even worse. But I think that the team's probably on the verge of blowing up. I wouldn't be surprised. So, all that being the case, Tyler Hero is basically our guy right now. We need to protect him. So, yeah, we need an enforcer. Because if somebody does some shit like this, yeah, let the guy come off the bench and just beat the absolute shit out of dumbass retard. It's like, I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Let me Google him real quick. 21 years old. He was born after the invasion of Iraq. Let's
go.
Wow, he's complete dog shit. He had to spend 3 years in the Mexican League basically to even be relevant enough to end up playing for the Rockets. And he ended up on their G League team, so they just called him up right now because they're like, whatever, like the kid's a bench warmer, and he did this shit. He absolutely deserves to get the shit absolutely beat out of him for this.
What a dirty bitch.
His career high is 18 points. Wow. So yeah, like he's a total punk. And like I said, it was the judo equivalent of a sucker punch because he grabbed Hero's jersey and Hero puts his arms up in the typical, hey, I'm not going to fight you fashion. And he's just saying, are you really this mad because you lost? And then he used the leverage that he got from the grab to just throw him, which, like, do you really think that a guy's about to do that kind of shit? Jesus.
Have they handed out penalties for it yet, or are they still deciding?
I think they're still deciding. Because I haven't seen any news about his suspension yet.
The guy who threw Tyler Harrow, right, guy? That's who Snacks is talking about. Amen Thompson or something? I think that's his name.
Yeah. Amen. Thompson. Because since he is black, obviously there was no father in the picture, and his mother's a retard.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Now accept your fate. Fortifying.
Thanks.
It's not yet released a statement on whether they'll punish the players, but I'm like, that dipshit should be suspended for the season. Are you kidding? Like, absolutely fucking take these guys to task. You've got to. This is outrageous.
Many such cases.
This should suffice.
For real. Like I said, man, if this was the era of enforcers, imagine trying to do that shit with, like, Charles Oakley on your team. You would have gotten flattened. Wow. Jesus, bro.
Fortifying. I owe you.
Little extreme.
Nothing's numb.
Girl's paralyzed.
General!
Hulkenberg's
I
been
for
paralyzed.
all that we strive for!
Heismay's
Now
paralyzed.
accept your fate.
Just hold on, Heismay. We got this. Only one
I will
left.
fight with pride.
Finish them off. We're clear.
Wind!
Yeah, David Stern was much better than Adam Silver, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, it's not even close. Not even fucking close.
I cannot carry on like this. Can you aid me?
Our immediate vicinity is secure. We should be safe. I can feel greater power within.
What now?
I don't understand how the fuck Hero gets ejected because he didn't instigate and he got thrown. So like, why eject him?
How's that?
I'm going to assume the referee was a female.
I'll use what I must.
Let me see if there's a video here.
Some darker arts.
Vitus power.
Nope, no woman refs.
That surprises me.
The whole thing starts because Thompson, who's a huge bitch on the inbounds play, he kicks Hero's foot to trip him up. So Hero spins around and he starts going, What are you doing? And then Thompson grabs Hero's jersey. So then Hero's like, what the hell are you doing? And then he throws Hero. What a punk. People are calling Thompson a Emu Ron Artest.
Right. I'll settle this quick.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Fortifying. I owe you.
I won't hold back. I'm all prepared. No, come forth, royal soul. Scour.
General. Burn to ash.
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Troll.
Burn!
Hulkenberg got them right in
Face
their
me.
weak spot.
This should suffice.
Help things out. Thank you. Vitus power. Wind!
I cannot move.
Heismay's paralyzed. He can't move. Just hold on, Heismay. We got this.
So, a lot of people are saying Season 2 of Squid Game is not very good.
Season 1 wasn't very good. But from what I'm seeing, people are saying that
The noble I am.
Season 2 ended on a cliffhanger. And I'm all like, bro, Season 1 ended on a fucking cliffhanger. Fuck that shit. These guys are seriously just gonna do that crap over and over again? Fuck them. They Yeah, they don't deserve anything good to happen.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
I owe you. My thanks. Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Dark Knight. Only one
Can't
left.
move.
Finish
A
them off
favor, if I
quickly.
may.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
The blade's edge.
Ejected for standing back up after he got thrown. That's why they ejected him. Wow.
That's pretty sad.
I can hardly lift.
What now?
To quote a great president, sad.
Houston Rockets coach Ime Udoka got ejected also. Apparently he was not watching the incident when it happened, but watched the replay. And he described it as saying they were in each other's faces, bumping chest a little bit. One guy stronger than the other. For reference, Thompson is half a foot and like 50 or 60 pounds heavier than Hero. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't get it. That's it. Now say goodnight.
They saw us. Stay on your toes.
His power grows stronger still.
No! I rolled.
Hulkenberg's been paralyzed.
Pull back! I cannot summon the strength.
What now?
Nice. And that will finally
Give in.
Come on! Act fast! And we'll win this!
This is our chance
Oh, power of kings.
to hit their weakness.
They won't hold back!
Ooh, Heisme.
Burn!
You hit their weakness.
No holding
That's
back!
your opening, Captain.
Burn to ash!
You hit their weak point.
Oh,
Keep it up.
power of heroes!
I'm not used to it.
Hulkenberg got them right
I
in the
use what I must. Blaze!
Fire! I call upon royal power within! The power of plus one!
Dark Knight always comes through.
Whatever I've become, I was once called a knight.
Allowing Ronald Reagan to become president was by far my biggest failure in office, Jimmy Carter once said. I mean, it wasn't even remotely close. I wouldn't feel too bad about that one, personally.
Yeah, especially when, you know, on top of that whole thing, you, like, I don't know what to even say to that. Because if you're a Democrat, here's the thing.
We seem to have defeated them all.
What now?
Reagan did things that were good for conservatives and things that were bad for conservatives. So, of course, you've got to just hate on him in general. But things like the amnesty, how could you sit there and say that that was a failing on your part, Jimmy Carter?
Mm-hmm. The funny thing was, I think going into election night, Jimmy Carter was considered the favorite. They really had no idea how to take the temperature of an election back then, man. Yes.
Show them how it's done.
We strike first.
Expect no quarter. Night. Hellfire.
You hit their weakness. Great move, Heisman.
Bird.
It's no war. You hit their weakness.
I call upon
That's
royal
your
power
opening,
within.
Captain.
I call the lightning. Let's wrap this up.
Great start.
Promising.
Got serious skills, Skull. Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Power of kings.
When you really look at it, Jimmy Carter really was like the OG progressive fuckface.
A tough one. Who do you think I am?
Obsessed with Palestine for reasons that make absolutely no sense to anybody else in the world. Like, that was actually kind of his thing.
We made short work of them. A nice find. Add it to the collection.
Now, we must strike. Some darker art. Follow my lead.
It's no war of that every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta pray for the
Scour.
Really, the Pelicans are the worst team in the league. I didn't know that. Man, that's embarrassing.
more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, imagine being worse than the Sixers.
Tremble before me.
I think we're in the.
They're gone. The danger is behind us.
All right. How's that?
We can count on you.
Come on.
That's the way. That should come in handy. Pocket it.
This battle's out. I'll give it my all. Let's go.
One fell swoop.
Night! Hellfire!
Well, who the hell's gonna trade for Zion? Like, nobody's trading for that.
I can't afford to hold back. Go for it.
I stand ready. From our provisions.
Be neither timid. A wise choice.
Nobody's trading for Zion, I don't think. There's nothing there.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
Unless you just really want to tap into the Gooner market.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
This power grows stronger still.
So what are your plans tonight, Snacks?
Say again.
What are your plans tonight?
What'd you say? I'm pretty fucking depressed.
This won't stop us.
Because pretty soon here I'm gonna go eat dinner. And probably come back later. But I don't know if you'll be here or not when I get back.
Be careful. There's more of them.
What now? Come and get.
Take them all down
and we'll win this.
I'll use what I must. Hellfire!
You hit their weakness. Great move, Heisman.
Fire!
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Captain.
Yeah, the new Doom doesn't look very good to me though, JS. I don't know. I wish they'd go back to like the Doom 2016 model.
Power of fire!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Troll.
Maybe it'll be good, but I don't know. I'm not gassed
Heisenberg got them right in the
for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be slop. I have no intention of buying it.
Burn! General, burn to ash!
Dark Knight.
I'll probably play it, but I'm not gassed for it.
badly wounded. Can anyone heal? Strong can't take any more.
Hellfire!
Heal them.
Come forth, royal soul!
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Well,
Aren't we
Oh.
What now? This is our chance!
Your death will be swift.
Everyone, go!
I'll use what I must. To witness our secret technique. Play!
Great move, Heisman.
Fire!
You hit their weakness.
No holding back!
Captain.
The power of fire!
You hit their weak point.
Dark
Keep it up,
Knight.
troll.
Burn!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Now
weak spot.
accept your fate.
Sprint! Burn! One
One
left.
for the captain.
I shall vanquish evil.
Observe the enemy. With blade in hand!
I'll use what I must.
You hit their weakness.
Freeze! Fire!
You hit their weakness.
Are you prepared?
That's your opening, Captain. Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Do not strike it, you're obviously outclassed.
Be right back. Alright, that took longer than I thought, but I am back. Not for long. But I am back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
How nice. This
Alright, how's that?
come in handy. That. Oh yeah.
Do you have any opinion on the daylight savings time debate? Should we make it permanent daylight savings time? Should we get rid of it, or just keep with this every 6 months you change thing?
I think it's fucking stupid and they should get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
What now? Alright.
Okay. Wouldn't see that, have you? Yeah.
Come on. This battle's out. Let's take a look.
Now accept your fate. Freeze! A blunder.
Brace yourselves.
Face me! Some darker art. A blunder.
Here comes the counter. High-vis anxiety is
Okay, fuck it.
Helpful as ever. Vitus power.
Well,
The blade's end. Now I call upon royal power within.
hit our weak point.
Courage! Lend me your strength.
You can do this.
Behold my power.
Hulkenberg got them right in the
Let
weak
us clean
spot.
up. Oh, power of kings. This should suffice.
Thanks. I owe you.
Thank you.
Please. I won't hold back. Hold on. This'll do it. Ah! I call the lightning.
With blade in hand, I'll run you through.
Hulkenberg got them right
You
in the
think
weak
yourself
spot.
I'll use what I must. Fortifying.
That helps. My thanks. That's needed. Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Let's get on with it. Let's do this.
Observe the enemy. Behold.
Okay, that's really annoying. I actually swapped out the stuff I needed.
Not now. Let us fight as one. This should help.
What night? Hidden arm. This doesn't feel right. Allow me to use this.
Let's go. No, I'm all prepared. Wind. A tough one. Let's do this. No holding back. The power of lightning. They die hard.
Is it let justice prevail? Not now. Comrades, lend me your strength. Just the thing.
Witness our strength. I was saving this.
Thank God.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
I'm capable. Does it seem that I've gone?
What now?
Our enemies have discovered us.
You know, it's really funny because with the reaction to, first of all, that immigration is the most important issue to literally everyone on the entire planet right now in every country that is a democracy.
Mhm.
This looks valuable.
The Democrats, if they had a single brain cell between any of them, would easily be able to just turn themselves into the actual anti-immigration party and easily sweep in the upcoming elections based off of Elon's stance on H-1B visas. And just how long it's taken Trump and Vance to come out and make any statement, let alone anything for or against what he's been doing and saying.
I mean,
But,
then they lose their base.
Yeah, you know, it's already over for the Democrats. They can't do that. So it's hilarious because it's like this is probably the single biggest opportunity to sweep in the midterms that any party has ever seen. And yet they can't take advantage of it. I mean, this is such an important issue that it got Justin Trudeau, who was basically unbeatable, to the point where he's just about has to retire just so that he can avoid having elections being called, and betting odds having a 92% chance that somebody else is going to take over.
Okay.
Oh man, it's insane.
It's so hard.
You know,
for
like
them
I
to
said,
just say it. You know.
Right, and like I said, you know, every single country on the planet that is a democracy, immigration is the most important issue. They're doing polls now, and among likely voters in the midterms, over 60% of them have said that they want H-1B immigration to go down and the system to be completely overhauled.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this is the easiest opportunity to sweep in an election that we've seen in decades, and yet they can't do anything about it because they're married to this fucking thing that they've created. And all you got to do to win as a Republican is to be like, hey, I'm going to say fuck immigration. And that's all you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually have to go eat dinner now. I got to a save point, so I'm going to cap on out of here. So thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, fair enough. Enjoy your dinner.
I'm sorry?
I said enjoy your dinner.
I don't know if you'll be here when I get back, but if you are, I'll probably be hopping back on stream.
I don't know. Trying to think about whether or not I want to drink, but drinking's usually a bad idea. But I just don't feel good, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me know what's up. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Fair dinner.